First, let's get into the talk about Victor. It's our first time talking about him. Is he, this is a simple question here, Blake, is he the scariest draft prospect, the most impressive draft prospect since LeBron James?
Ooh, that's a big one. I think physically, physically, I'll say yes. It's kind of hard to put him above Zion because I know how people were hyping him up. Honestly, if you like go back and kind of watch some of that draft, those pre-draft tapes, footage, things like that, interviews, I feel like people were kind of doing the same thing with Zion as they're doing with Victor. But I don't think Victor was putting up the number, or I don't think Zion was like putting up the numbers that Victor's been putting up these past two little exhibition games. I know he played today, and he had I think he had 37 and 11. Mm-hmm. But it looked. I watched a little bit of kind of some of the highlights. It looked like he was kind of forcing shots a little bit. Mm-hmm. For sure, you just want to put on the show. But I think he is. I think he is. It's kind of tough because I'd like to put Zion up there too, but I don't know. I can't really put one ahead of another. Mm-hmm. I think I'll put him like right on that level with Zion because I remember when Zion was coming out, people were saying, "Man, we've never really seen somebody that big be able to do the things he do. He do things he does." So,
yeah. What about you, Carl?
So to say he's the biggest prospect since LeBron, that's a lot. I'm gonna be honest, that's a lot. It's not a crazy thing because, like, what is he like 7'4", 7'5"? I think he's like 7'5".
Yeah, about 7'5".
He looks like the tallest human I've ever seen in my life on TV.
Yeah.
It's a picture of him standing next to Rudy Gobert, and he's at least 3 inches taller than him.
That's just. I mean, and then if you look at the stuff he's been doing over the last couple of days, he's bringing the ball up. He's going in between the leg pull-up jumpers to the basket. He literally looks like a guard. And if you drop him in the game today, he's probably one of the 3 tallest players in the NBA. And you mentioned it, Blake. He's taller than Rudy Gobert. And he's doing stuff that you would expect like a small forward to do, right? Like, I'm not saying he's Kevin Durant, but at 7'4", some of the same things he's doing, some of those same KD mannerisms, the pull-up jumper off the dribble and all of that, that's there for a 7'4", 7'5".
Yeah.
That's the same to me.
Yeah, he might be because I just thought of Yao Ming because Yao Ming was like 7'5", 7'6". He just might be an extension of Yao Ming, just with more skill, like a wider skill set. Honestly, because Bobo's dad or whatever, Manu Bolden, he didn't really have a skill set like that, obviously, but he was like 7'7" or 7'6" or whatever. Yeah. So it's other players we can probably compare him to more than KD because KD is like right at 7 feet.
Yeah.
But Victor is like 5 inches taller than him. So I'll probably compare him to Yao Ming just with a wider skill set. But to answer your question, that's who I would compare him to. But to answer your question, Yao Ming can shoot threes.
No, but he couldn't come out. He didn't have Victor's thing. I say from a size standpoint, yeah. Mm-hmm. But the Victor's skill set is so wide. It's almost
that's why I said with a wider skill set because Yao Ming could shoot a little bit. He turns it back to basket. He had a skills like he can do typical back to the basket moves. He can shoot a mid range. He can shoot a 3, whatever. He can go inside, but he just didn't have like the quickness or whatever like Victor has. That's why I said wider skill set. That's the key word, wider. It's like a lot, but because we never seen somebody like that before, so that's why it might be reaching. But to compare him to be the biggest prospect since LeBron, it's a lot, but I think it's about accurate though. Even with Zion though, because like I said, we've never seen a player that's 7'5" do that.
Yeah,
like he had 7. Like Blake mentioned his stat line from the other night. He had 7 threes too.
7 threes, and a couple of months ago they were criticizing his shooting touch. A couple of months ago, you went to the scout.
They can shut up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you go look at the scouting report, a couple months they were saying he has an iffy shooting touch. But I saw him coming off of screens, knocking down shots, then coming up, pulling up off the dribble. It's just really insane. Like I said, like the only player he's comparable to me is Giannis and what Giannis is right now. And even Giannis just doesn't look like at this age. I mean, Giannis still doesn't have the shooting upside that Victor has right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about that shit.
Yeah, facts. The thing there, Giannis. Go ahead.
I think when we compare him, excuse me, when you compare him to Giannis right now, he doesn't. I'll say Giannis isn't moving kind of with the same fluidity that Victor is moving with. Victor, he's more. I don't want to call like Giannis is kind of like not smooth or anything, but watching that game yesterday, it's just the way he's moving. He moves like he's about 6'1" or 6'2".
I swear to God.
Wild. Just how big he is, and he's able to move like that. He's so quick. It's just crazy.
He is truly, when people say, I don't know, people like it's a crazy thing to say this, but it's like every 10 or 20 years we get a player that's just like crazy talented. We might never see a player. I honestly think we might never see a player like him again, or especially like a prospect, because it's easy to find 6'10" dudes or 6'8" dudes that can put on the floor and shoot. That's what basketball has become now. Stretch forwards and everything like that. They can dribble. But to see a 7'5" dude be able to do guard shit is, I don't know we'll ever like see that shit again. I'm so serious.
I have a contention to that, and I have a reason why I think that we will.
He go say Thon Maker was supposed to be that. No,
he was. he was, and that we saw that turned out. But Victor's gonna be the tall. We've seen. I think we're entering this era where obviously there's positionless basketball. You can't put a guy who's 7 foot. You can't constrain him to be in a center or whatever. I think as this training is advancing and all of this stuff, and as the game is moving on, as the game is expanding and growing, we're going to see more guys who are 7'5", 7'4" is a tough feat to get to.
Yeah.
We're going to see more 7 foot plus guys coming into the league with these guard skill sets, just because now people are like, you got to think about the game. Now people are like, bro, I don't have to go sit in the paint if I'm 7 foot. I can do whatever the hell I want to.
I'll rebuttal this to what you just said though, but it's a lot of 7 foot dudes that's out here that's, I don't know, not playing basketball. They might be working at a grocery store. I don't know, but they don't have like Blake said, they don't have the fluidity and they can't move.
True.
So that's not going to be the case. Because a lot of 7 foot dudes we know in just the regular world can't move like that.
Very true.
That's why really, I don't know if we'll see a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. He did mention, like some of that shit you can't teach. The twitch and the that's very true.
You got it. He just got it, because a lot of 7 foot dudes can't move like Morris. You see a 7 foot dude nowadays, they can't move like him. Most of them can't. It's just the reality of it because they're so big.
You said like with Giannis, what doesn't move as there are some moves Giannis, I don't think is ever going to be able to have the come down, pull up, hezzy jumper that Victor looks like he's working on right now. He just doesn't have that.
Too stiff.
Like KD's got that. Like you're either born with that twitch or you're not. Like, there are some things Kevin Durant can do that LeBron just can't. It doesn't matter the twitch. There's some things you just like LeBron. We always do this joke. LeBron's got no bag. He don't need a bag like a Darius Garland or like a KD needs it because his game relies on.
When you had a Heisman stiff on.
Yeah,
that's Giannis. Giannis Heisman stiff.
That's your boy. That's Giannis. Yeah,
he do it more actually. But some players don't need a bag. Especially, it seems like to me the players that are most like athletic don't have bags. Yeah. Like as far as their athleticism goes, like up and up, that's when like the bag kind of decreases as far as the player. If you think about it,
I'm trying to think like even with point guards too. Like
it's only a couple that has bags and hops. It's like only a few.
Random, but would I be crazy? Did Russ ever have much of a bag?
No.
Okay.
His go-to shot was a pull-up from like a fast break or something like that. Other than but he doesn't have a bag. He doesn't have super handles. No, he's athleticism.
Like Kyrie's got a bag. Darius Garland. Those are and that, like I said, that's that twitch that you're just born. I don't think Russ was really born with. Derrick Rose.
That kind of that combination.
You said who?
I think Ja kind of has that combination.
Very true. Ja, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, another guard who you would say is really athletic, but he did kind of come with that twitch and that fluidity. That I don't think Russ really has. Who's another?
Somebody else. Steve Francis had.
I swear to God, yeah.
News.
Yeah.
Eddie Jones. I go back. Eddie Jones. What was the other dude? Nick Van Exel.
I mean, he had a hot.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think he
had a bag. He had a bag. He had a bag though. That's I'm trying to do. Just kind of do dudes who was like athletic, but also had a bag because it's not a lot of them. Eddie Jones underrated. I fuck with Eddie Jones.
John Wall.
It's You can. I think you can clarify him as having a bag because he'll do some slick shit with the ball.
Trying to figure out who else. And especially when we're moving
up. Rondo. You could say Rondo, but Rondo wasn't that athletic.
Yeah,
and he really couldn't shoot that decently. So that'd be a stretch.
But like you guys did make that point. Like it's just some stuff you're born with. And to your point, Carl, he's going to be tough to match because, while I think you can teach certain skills that he's got, you can teach now with the way the training is. You can teach 7 foot plusers how to handle the ball. The issue with those guys, their hand is so big, it's tough for them to handle it. They're going to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If they take the time to work at it. So, but like Blake said, with that twitch in the way he moves, you're right. That's just something you can't teach. So
one more player that had it, AI when he first came to the league.
AI was very athletic when he first came to the league.
Yeah. And not even at first. His athleticism lasted for at least 6-7 years.
Oh yeah. He found ways to contain it a little bit more and match it with the scoring with the finesse.
It gotta be some more players. But most of these dudes, if you notice, are guards that we naming.
Yeah, very.
I said Mitch Richmond. I thought he had a little bit of.
That's a good one. That's a good one. A non-point
was I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Isaiah Ryder kind of athletic? I don't know. I'm asking because I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Did he have a bag? I don't know his game enough to really know.
I don't really know.
I don't think he did. I just thought about him because Kevin Garnett be telling stories about him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like once you move up in the positions, it just gets tougher when those guys get bigger. It's just tougher to see. Excuse me. It's tougher to see guys like Luka's a rarity. At 6 foot.
T-Mac had it.
T-Mac.
Kobe.
Kobe. Any of those all-star small forwards from like the mid 2000s, all of them had that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I'm trying to think. It got to be another dude that we missing.
It's a lot, but yeah, I mean,
I don't know, because people bring up Mike, but we talking about like they bring up Michael Jordan, but we talking about bag. Like I'm talking like you got like if you stop one move, they got another move in the back of the head. If you stop that one, they got another move, and we've seen them do it multiple times. Penny, that's a good one.
He's almost that nigga was 6'8" or 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's why I say Kobe was more skilled than Mike. Kobe had a deeper bag than Mike. Yeah, I know that. I know that, right?
Could.
Yeah,
he just went better. But
I'm just saying his bag was deeper. His bag was much deeper.
Man, Tracy McGrady bag was deeper than Kobe's. I'll stick with that. I don't care if nobody want to fight me over it.
I think
Penny. I say this, and I don't care if nobody get me. Penny Hardaway had a better bag than both of them.
Fuck no, you crazy?
I think he did. No, I think he did. Because I've never seen Kobe do that one. But you know the move I'm talking about, or Tracy McGrady do that one move behind the back step. I don't even know what that shit was. But everybody's been trying to emulate that.
That nigga did that on accident.
Oh, give him credit, bro. I can't do that.
That nigga ain't even do that. That was one of them.
Oh my god.
That Darius Garland Hezzy, remember that? That shit was on accident. No, Penny was dope, but I don't think it's bad because he didn't have the consistent jumper that Kobe and T-Mac did. And you have to think about it too. They would knock down that dope. Yeah.
I don't want people to think I'm saying he was better than him or he had a better skill set. Bag. Some people don't understand what bag means.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like multiple moves you can go into.
Yeah, very true.
So maybe I'll take it back, but I'm not. They don't understand what that means. It's multiple moves you can go into. That's what bag means. It doesn't mean skill. It doesn't mean you're better. Because we can name players that have better skill sets than not skill sets, better bags than Michael Jordan. They don't make them better than them.
That's facts. Yeah. All in all, Victor, I in comparing him to Zion, it's going to take a little. We'll see in a couple of months or whatever where the hype level is, because it really heats up even more around the draft. But right now, I mean, we did this top bottom. I think Carl did it. We do it today or yesterday. We did like a top bottom highlight thing. And we were saying if these two guys, if Zion and Victor were in the same class and you had to go pick number one overall, who are you taking? I'm saying Victor. Now, here's another interesting question. Here's another interesting question. If we just took this version of Victor right now and dropped him in the NBA today, how effective is he?
15 to 17 points per game.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's very effective. I would just have to see how he handles like the people that are necessarily like bigger than him, like some traditional centers is kind of beefier and kind of like, I don't know, just a stronger build to see if they don't push him around. That's what I would have to kind of see first to determine that. But Blake probably right, but I just have to see how he like holds up against like the bigger centers as far as weight.
Is it set that he's gonna play center? Or
they won't play anything from the 3 to the 5.
He can play anything from 3 or 5. So I'm not even just saying center, but let's be honest, it's some power forwards out there that's big too.
And Carl, to your point, Carl, I have him listed at 209 right now.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that could be now.
Good Lord. He don't look now. I'm gonna give him this. I'm gonna give him this. He don't look that skinny.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is what he's listed as, but I'm looking at him now. He looks like he put a little bit of muscle on. since probably the
If
last.
you 7'5", it's nowhere in hell you should not be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
If you 7 foot, you automatically should be near 300 pounds to me.
Nah.
If you look at most of the 7 footers that was at least like in shape and had some muscle on them, they were all 300 pounds.
KD weighs more than this nigga.
Yeah, that's
substantially more.
I feel like KD lies about his weight.
KD's listed at 240 and Giannis is listed at 243. I don't know how the hell he's going to get up that quickly, but if those guys are around that size, he's going to be using the same way KD is used. He's going to be using the same way.
He's got to get if he gets to like, so say he gets to 230, 235.
Perfect. That's perfect.
My thing is, how old is he? 17, 18?
What, 18 right now?
19.
If he's 19 and he's that weight, most likely he's not going to gain that much more. I've never seen the skinnier players gain that much more weight when they go into the league. Like they might try to get him to gain weight, but they're the player they are, and they really don't gain.
KD was 212 coming into the NBA in 2007.
Shit, he don't look that much different though to me. I don't believe that.
You don't believe so? All right, so
I don't believe that.
But KD looks like
look at KD from Texas and compare him like that into like year 3 or 4. I swear it's not that much of a difference to where it's like what 30-some pounds. Me, I can't tell.
But some guys when they're skinny, they're gonna gain weight. Like, okay, I'm gonna use me as an example. I'm skinny, but if I gain weight, my arms are gonna be a little more filled out, but I'm never gonna be buff. Right? Some guys, it's good. They're gonna look buffer because I'm cut. I know that much. But some guys are gonna look buffer as they gain more weight. But with me, like guys like me, we're skinny. It's never gonna be like we're gonna look super massy or whatever. We're gonna look skinny, but we're gonna look a little. You're gonna notice we put some weight on. So KD's the same way. He still looks skinny as hell, but you can tell he put on. I'm trying to say his pause. He put on some. You could tell
meat on his bones.
He put some meat on his bones since then. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I had to watch Blake. Yeah. Make sure
I don't know, but even if he was 212 and he gained that weight, not everybody's the same because like I don't see Ja ever really gaining that much. Like I don't. So it depends. Okay, I might take it back then. I don't know. I have to see, but I doubt he gains that much more weight. I don't know. Because Anthony Davis was a player that was. Did Anthony Davis gain weight? Because he was kind of skinny in college.
Oh hell, Anthony gained weight.
Yeah, so I could be wrong. It depends on the person. It depends on their genes if they can really gain it. Because like you said, some people like certain skinny. It's really hard for them to gain weight.
Like AD's another guy who gained a lot of weight since the draft, but he still looks bigger, but he's never going to be super. You know what I mean?
It's genetics. You gonna be skinny and cut, or just I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the opposite for me. It's easy for me to gain weight.
Yeah, I think he can get to like. I think he gets like 235. Blake mentioned 235. I think that's his target, and I think he'll be fine with that.
I think he can get to about 275. I'm just playing.
Boy,
yeah, nigga, that's 75.
Everybody be fat.
Oh yeah, everybody be fast. So I look skinny. That's how I work.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
That's fucked up. Shit, like 190. I don't wear a lot, but damn, yeah, we was discussing. Oh yeah, no, what was that yesterday? We was talking about we was like Trae Young, like 160, and he weighed like he's like 2 or 3 more inches taller than me, and I got him by 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The craziest shit.
I'd knock his ass out.
The craziest thing you told me him and Aaron Donald on the same height. That was that's
yeah. That's what did I say? Aaron Donald was 280.
Yeah, goddamn.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put into perspective. I'm gonna put you in perspective. It is John Cena is like 6'1", 6'2". He's like 270 pounds. Damn, think about that. Him and Trae, and you've seen how John Cena looks. Him and Trae Young are almost the same height, and John Cena is like way bigger than him.
Yeah,
very true. Them WWE dudes be huge.
I'll tell you what. I don't know. Comparing your height to other people in weight, it is kind of crazy because I'm like 5'10". So, and there's some niggas in the NFL it's some dudes in the NFL that's like 5'10", 200.
And 220, and they like 220.
Kevin,
it was a linebacker. I forgot who the linebacker was. He was like your height, Blake, 5'10", but he was like 220. And I know you don't weigh that. What you like 175 or something?
I'm 175.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. It's all muscle because you got to understand they didn't probably play football their whole life, so they've been building up all that muscle.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, high school on.
Kevin Hart's another dude who's like shorter than everybody in here, but that nigga's like strong as fuck most likely.
But yeah, let's check Kevin Hart weight. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
like,
weird.
Kevin Hart definitely weighs more.
It's probably 110.
Kevin Hart got.
What y'all think it is? Let's get it.
I got Kevin Hart at 175 or 180.
Nah, I got him at 165.
These niggas lying on here. They say he's 5'8". Okay, that's wrong as fuck. He's 5'2", and supposedly he's 140. Yeah, he's 5'2" and he's 140.
Kevin Hart is 140.
He's 5'2".
Yeah. I'm bigger than Kevin Hart. What?
Yeah, he like 5'2", 5'3". Yeah, you didn't know that he's short.
No, I thought he was at least like 5'5". I didn't know he was.
Same.
No, like Kevin Hart short. Yeah, Kevin Hart short. No, I mean, but Ty, what you expect though? Like he's like short.
True.
Like still, even in like he's like abnormally short. He's damn near a midget.
Wow. I was crazy when I found out I'm bigger than Devin. I weigh more than Devin Haney. I know he has to cut, but he's like, you're always gonna weigh more than most boxers. True, because they got to cut and shit like that on purpose.
Yeah, they're literally like even at least like the featherweight, the middleweight, and like the lightweight dudes. Like Floyd probably is like 140 when Floyd is a small man, but he'll knock your ass out.
I ain't fighting Floyd.
I'll be honest, I can take a couple punches from Floyd. It's just I think on the third or fourth one I feel a little dazed.
Yeah,
you're not here with my ass.
At some point you gotta try to hit him, and you know ain't nobody finna do that.
Oh, I ain't hitting him. I ain't connecting no shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose
the whole time.
I didn't know that nigga was 5'2". That's wild.
It is wild.